Proceed. It was dope, IQ.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Right back at you with another show, 426 show. You know, normally we cover politics, but we're adding a new correspondent to the team, and we're going to continue to cover politics and things going on in the social world and everything around us. But today we got a new correspondent to the team, my boy Daryl D. And tonight we're going to talk boxing because tomorrow is a very big weekend, man. Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Welcome to the show, Daryl.
Thanks for having me, brother.
Yes,
Appreciate
sir.
it.
Yes, sir. So,
Big boxing going on tomorrow night. Excited.
Big boxing.
Yeah.
This whole weekend, Saturday and
man.
Sunday.
Boxing has been so lit lately. So lit. I'm loving it.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir, man.
Yeah.
It's like the excitement is coming back. The lightweights are bringing the excitement back to the boxing. It's like the golden era, man. Sugar Ray and Marvin Hagler and Roberto Duran and Tommy Hearns, like the golden era where everybody was banging. Yeah. Only thing different now, though, is confusing is these belts. Like all these belts is like messing the game up, man. All these different belts.
Yeah.
Like,
well, that's just the political structure of it.
Yeah.
But the real boxing heads know it's the top, the top belts, the WBC, WBA, and then there's the other ones, the IBF, the other ones. But it's just we know who the head honcho is. It's kind of like the way it's all breaks down. Yeah. So it's confusing,
Yeah, unfortunately, you said a WBC, but unfortunately, even a WBC. So in October, they said that Devin Haney, they said that TEOFIMO was a unified champ. Wait, wasn't the unified champ? They said he wasn't the unified champ, and they recognized Devin Haney. Devin Haney holds the WBC belt. But as soon as George that just won, Campasso, what's his last name?
Campos,
yeah, the Australian dude. He a dog, man. He a beast, man. And he put him on. He put tips on TEOFIMO, man. He put tips on Teo.
Real quick, right out the gate, bam.
Yeah, first round, put him on his pockets. Look. But for some reason, Teo's dad think that his son won the fight 11 rounds to 2, which that don't even make sense because how many rounds are there in the fight?
Yeah, that was no Pacquiao Marquez 1.
Not at all.
Let's not get it twisted. That was not that.
No, it sure was. It sure wasn't. It wasn't when Pacquiao went to Australia and got ripped off too. Like that was a fake. That was rigged. That was straight rigged. But I
thought that was a more competitive fight though.
Yeah, but it wasn't. Pacquiao took that, man. The judges rigged that, man. He went to Australia, and it was controversy, man. Pacquiao should have won that fight. He did win that fight, man.
Yeah.
But here we are.
It's like the WBC when they named Canelo the grand champion, or they designate a certain title, right?
The franchise.
Yeah, it's like the franchise. So that's kind of like a loophole in the game where they can kind of, give the top fighters their way of picking and choosing that they want.
Letting them duck their mandatories and everything.
Right.
So that's what I'm saying. It's getting like the golden era, like with all these new exciting fighters, the young exciting fighters. But the thing is, like some of these boys, they ducking each other. That's why, like, we're gonna talk about my boy, man. That's why my guy right here, man, Devin Haney, he holding the green belt right there. That's a WBC belt. You know what I'm saying? They recognized him as a champion in October, but then they started doing the politics, started going with the politics and everything and trying to say that Campos is the unified champ. but he's not. In order to be unified champ, you gotta take this WBC belt. So this weekend, man, we got Devin Haney versus Jojo Diaz, man. What you think about this fight?
I think it's a tough challenge on paper as far as Devin Haney's probably toughest matchup. But I mean, just my honest opinion, I think styles, I think with Devin Haney's length, athleticism, if he just sticks to what he does, I see Devin Haney winning an easy unanimous decision.
Yeah.
When I saw the weigh-ins today, I saw head and shoulders length, taller, longer, rangier.
Yeah.
And I just see that as a fight just tailor-made for Devin Haney's style.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. With Devin Haney, is he? Like you said, he's more athletic. He's quicker.
Right.
Yeah, but Jojo Diaz, he's not a punk either, though. What he's bringing to the game is, he got heart, man. He's tough.
Sure.
So and he has a lot of experience. So
I think coming off the Linares fight, we see that and we think, oh, okay. But I think him being 5'8", little, similar to height and with Devin Haney, was able to kind of match, and be able to land some good punches on Haney. But I just see it. Devin Haney to me is a 12-round fighter. As it is, he's not really a knockout artist. I think he's a well-conditioned fighter. He's trained to go for the distance. He's not going to tire. He's going to look crisp and sharp throughout the most of the fight. And I just see. I mean, Jojo's, like you said, he's a dog, but you're gonna have to take some risks, getting in there. And I love to see that. I want to see what Devin Haney bring. I'd love to see him have an explosive performance and possibly even get Jojo out of there.
Yeah, I think he's gonna stop him in about the 9th, man.
Ooh,
I'm calling it right now. I think Devin's gonna stop him in the 9th, man.
I can see that if Devin Haney is patient and he's sliding back and looking for Jojo to jump in and leap in to try to get inside, and I could possibly see that.
Yeah, and this is what the game needs. I give Jojo his props in the first place for even taking the fight.
Yeah, right.
Because like a lot of the boxers, man, they've been ducking Haney, man. They've been ducking him, and just to see somebody. Jojo's been game. Jojo.
I'm sure he's getting a nice bag.
Yeah.
Offer a nice bag on short notice, and it's really a win-win if he puts on a good performance and he loses in a good performance and it's good on his resume. Right. He can bounce back from it, right?
Right. Yeah,
so it's risk versus reward.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, it's definitely going to be one to watch, man, and I'm excited for it, man. They're discrediting. A lot of people are discrediting Devin just because he got buzzed the last fight. He took one on the chin, but that happens to all boxers, man. Like, I don't get that. I don't get what people expect to happen. Like, it's happened to everybody.
Yeah, I said people who say that bullshit ain't never been in a real fight in their life.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. You got to take some to give some, and sometimes you're gonna take them, and the best have taken them. So
yeah, exactly. Like Linares caught him with a nice stiff one, man, and it rung his bell. But he managed to get out of the round, and then he took the last 2 rounds for the win. And just because you get your bell rung, that's part of boxing.
Isn't that interesting? Because I've seen so many fights where fighters would take a big punch right at the end of the round.
Yeah.
And it's just like that timing where it's like there was 10 seconds left.
Yeah.
And the other fighter, it's funny how that happens all the time.
Yeah, walk to that corner seeing birds and stars.
We saw Maidana catch Floyd with a vicious punch.
Yeah, Mosley
stood him up where you was like, oh shit, like
but his chin stood the test of time.
Right. But the recuperative power to be able to come right back in the next round like it never happened. And that's what the great ones do. They take a punch, and then all of a sudden, a few seconds later, you act like you forgot all about it.
Exactly.
Because they recover, and then they bounce back, and they right back into the fight, and you forget all about it.
Yes.
Floyd against Mosley took a good punch. By the end of that same round, he had Mosley on the ropes and was body shots and doing some body work, and you forgot all about those punches the next round, and it was on to the so. I'm impressed.
Yeah, and that's what makes champs, man. That's what makes champs.
Right.
Like everybody, A lot of people, they like, Ryan Garcia, you know, he got knocked down, but he got back up. Like, that's cool. You got back up. But, I mean, the level of competition that's ahead of Ryan right now, I see why he's ducking, man. I see why he has, what did he say? He had anxiety issues.
And then he broke his hand.
Yeah, this is boxing, though. I mean, like.
But listen, this is where I'm a little bit on the other side of that. I'm of the mindset, I'm a boxing purist, and I think certain fighters just need development.
Yeah.
I enjoy seeing the process of fighters getting better. Like, we can say the same thing about Canelo, and people are on the other side against me, and I'm like, look, I'm gonna keep it real. I saw Canelo early, and I thought he had potential because of his timing, just the way he moved, his knowledge. You can see his mind working in the ring. But he fought down early in his career.
Right.
If you've seen Canelo in person, he's a stocky, big dude. He carries some weight on him.
Right.
He fought down and made a lot of guys from 140, under 140 come up to fight him. Yeah. But that was all in matchmaking and getting him the experience that he need to work on his skill and get his craft up.
Yeah.
And the same thing I could say with somebody like Ryan Garcia. You see the potential, you see the talent there. But sometimes it takes him, he's going to have to grow into his body, get a little older, get mature, get some rounds under his belt as a professional, becoming a man, growing as a human being, and just getting better. So, you know, it's a fine line. I can see you say, you know, duck in or just smart matchmaking and getting him to a point where I want to see the buildup of these fights. Like, it's too early. If you do it right now, somebody lose, okay, you know, but I'm a patient. I'm more on the patient side. Like,
and I can respect that. I can respect that. But at the same time, you can't be calling people out. And that's what he was doing. He was calling people out. And then when it came time to cash that check, he's nowhere to be found. You know what I mean? He got anxiety issues. And, you know, and you said growing into your body. I mean, everybody over there on that side where Canelo's at, they all seem to be growing into their bodies. You know what I'm saying? You know, I'm not going, you know, the meat they're eating over there, you know what I'm saying, stuff like that. You know, they're getting kind of big over there. I don't know what weight kind of program they're on or whatever, but, you know, word is. You know,
I'm married into a Mexican family, as you know, and I spent some time down in Hermosillo. Shout out to Mexico. And that cachete, you know, the carne asada is on fire, bro. You know what I mean? If I want to get right, I got to go down there too. Maybe I need to go down there and get me some carne.
That tainted carne asada with that special muscle juice in it. The special muscle juice that they got in that.
Hey,
that's what they eating. That's what Canelo's eating. That special muscle juice carne asada, man.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not gonna touch it. We know what it is. You know, as far as politics and boxing and what goes on. I don't know. I mean,
look, I've been seeing Ryan getting swole too. I've been noticing he's been putting on some. He eating that special carne asada.
Listen, Lance Armstrong wasn't the only one out there on that stuff.
He just
happened to be a little bit better, so he just happened to, you know.
Yeah, that's
everybody was on it too.
Yeah, that's why you got to shout Floyd out though. Floyd changed the game. Like, let's get tested.
Floyd is disciplined.
You know what I'm saying?
Floyd's a discipline. And
you know what? And I'm gonna be honest with you, man. Devin Haney's mind, his sharpness reminds me of Floyd Mayweather, and now him, as well as Stevenson, Shakur Stevenson.
Ooh, impressive performance his last fight.
Yes, sir. Man, the lightweights, man, they get me excited, man.
130 all the way up to the heavyweights, bro. Boxing is lit.
Yeah, boxing is lit. Boxing is making its strong comeback.
Oh,
man.
If you love the sport of boxing right now, man, the past few years it's been incredible.
Yeah,
we had classic fights, you know.
Yeah, minus the ducking, man. Teofimo, man, he ducked Haney. This is supposed to be Teofimo and Haney, man.
Well, listen, I think it like this: fighters are fighters, right? But it's the management that's going to try to guide the fighters. I don't think it's fighters per se. If you're a fighter, I think these fighters going to go in there, they're going to throw hands with whoever. But it's the people around them, the minds around them that's trying to steer their career are going to be, you know, the naysayers and say no and yay and then what fight you taking.
Teofimo and his dad were ducking Devin. It was like, why do we have to fight him? He's the email champ. Devin got his belt from Lomachenko ducking him. So he had to vacate. You know what I'm saying? He had to vacate the belt, and it went to Devin, right? TEOFIMO beat Lomachenko, right? TEOFIMO, he won, he beat.
Without sounding disrespectful to Lomachenko and disrespecting his craft, to me, Lomachenko was like the white boy that can hoop at the court.
Right.
He got the footwork and the moves, and you like, oh shit, like, oh, this nigga's good shit. Yeah. And then it's like, you know what I'm saying, like ESPN and Max Kellerman, he had a little push. Like I said, he had can't knock his resume. He had some good fights, but then he had some fights like Rigondeaux.
Yeah.
Great Colombian fighter, or Cuban fighter, I should say. But took a couple years off, had some issues. Yeah. Came up in weight. I think he moved up 2 weight divisions to fight Lomachenko, and and it wasn't. Was never that high on it.
Yeah, he definitely couldn't been on it. You know, they're talking about he was pound for pound. I don't know how to have him pound for pound over Crawford. Yeah, you're not pound for pound over Crawford, bro.
Well, in his division, he fought some champs. You know, I guess.
Yeah.
You know, but Adrian Broner didn't get that same luxury when he was knocking people out at 130, 135. You know. Yeah. You know, he didn't get that same luxury. So you see how, how the go along, get along gang, as my boy Kwame say. Yeah. You know, so we know what it is.
Yeah, the politics in boxing. If you light, then you right. You know what I'm saying? If you skin light, then you right. You know, like they're trying to play Devin right now. George Camposos. Man, I'll be messing up the names.
I seen Devin run up on him.
Yeah, because Devin is game. He want to fight everybody.
Oh, Devin is game. Yeah, Devin's
you know what I'm saying? He had to sit here and wait for Jojo Diaz, and Jojo Diaz was the only one that had a heart to step up. You know what I'm saying? Step up for the challenge. So this is going to be a good fight. I'm looking forward to it. What do you call it? What's your pick?
Oh, man. Devin gonna have to show me some knockout power before I start going there, but I'm gonna say Devin UD 12.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Just because I saw Devin early, like he was, like you said, athletic, stamina, but he wasn't really. It was a lot of arm punching. Watching him lately, I want to see him develop more, where he kind of turning them over, sitting down, picking his shots, and really looking to get guys out of there.
Uh-huh.
You know, and I've seen that in his fights. Like you say, it was just, it's not a lot of power behind it, but it's the athleticism. It's everything else. So but if he is going to knock somebody out, I think this could be the fight where he get him out of there. Just because, you know what I'm saying?
You don't think so you saying Devin don't have pop, huh? I think he gonna start popping.
Well, popping and it is different. I think
he got that crack, man. That's what they saying in the gyms. He got that hammer, man.
Yeah.
And, he did, but I feel you need to bring it to the ring and change people's perception.
That's what I said. I got to see it. Show me.
Yeah, he's definitely a great fighter, a great boxer, slick in the ring. You know,
is he hitting like Bud though?
Yeah, I mean, not too many people hitting like Bud, but now, since we want to talk about hitting, then that brings us to the next fight, man. That brings us to the next fight.
Let's go.
This my guy right here, man.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Tank.
Tank. Who I don't know anybody. Too many people hitting like Tank right now, man. I don't see it. You know. I don't see it.
Is Tank gonna be able to carry that power up?
Man. I mean, did you see
the elite levels? We don't really see a lot of knockouts when we start getting them to that elite level though.
But Tank's last fight, he went up and won with an uppercut. That was impressive.
Yeah,
so with this guy, see these two dudes that are fighting now.
Tank is scary.
Yeah, Gervonta Davis and Cruz. Cruz, they call him the Mexican Mike Tyson or whatever. He got power as well. He's hitting. He's hitting. He's cracking. He's cracking.
They calling him the Mexican Mike Tyson. That means his ass getting knocked out because Mike Tyson ain't standing up to a tank.
Yeah. Hey, at the end of the day, man, I think in the lightweight division, I think Davis is the number one, like point blank, period. He's the number one because he's laying everybody out, man. All his wins are by knockout. He got -1 win. You know what I mean? He's bringing power, man. He letting people know. He's letting people know what it is, man. You know, you get in the ring with him, you know you're gonna have to bring it. So this matchup here, I watched Cruz fight, and what Cruz does is he comes straight at you. You know, he's knocking people down, man.
Mexican style.
Yeah, he coming straight at you like, and Devin's gonna catch him with. I'm sorry, Gervonta is gonna catch him with something. Gervonta is definitely gonna catch him with something. So they're fighting for the WBA championship. You know, and this is gonna be an interesting matchup, man. I got Gervonta on the knockout once again. You know, I think
as do I.
You know, I think it's gonna be another knockout. It's set up for that. I think he's gonna catch him with a hook. I got him catching. I got him knocking him out with the left hook, man.
What I like about Gervonta is he put his punches together too.
Yeah.
It ain't just one. He don't just load up on power shots one at a time.
Yeah.
He coming 1, 2, 3.
Yeah.
And following, and then coming with 4. You know what I mean? Like he following up.
Yeah, that's what makes him dangerous, man.
Exactly. Because he put
his ring IQ, man. He's nice with it, man. He's just super talented, man. He's super talented. He's nice with it. He set you up for the knockout. He's not just coming out there throwing. He's throwing for a reason. You know, it's a setup. You know, and he's gonna catch you. And his conditioning is ridiculous. Power in his hands. This dude is, to me, he's the most dangerous lightweight, and he's gonna be around for a while. Ryan was trying to call him out. Ryan, man, I really think he would end Ryan's career, bro.
Right now, yeah, and that's what I think about the maturity thing. You know, like I said, Ryan does have some tools in his tool bag, though.
Yeah, he got power.
He get down on his punches. He got a nice left hook. He's got some hand speed. He's rangy. He's long.
Yeah, but he doesn't have the foot. He doesn't have the footwork. He doesn't have the head movement, and he doesn't have the heart. To me,
no, he don't got the head movement. Yeah, right now. And Luke Campbell, he showed some heart. He got off the canvas.
Yeah, I mean, it's Luke Campbell though. Like that's not.
But you still got knocked down, dog. You still got to get up and.
He did get up. It's
embarrassing, you know. He got knocked down to be able to have that mental fortitude. Like, okay, I'm embarrassed. Like this is. I'll tell you this. No matter what nobody say, I think Zab Judah could have came back and won that fight.
With Floyd?
That he got dropped on.
With Floyd?
No, not with Floyd. With what's his name from Australia?
Oh, Kasazu?
Kasazu.
Oh yeah,
I think he could have won that fight, and this is the difference. This is the difference.
He was on rubber legs, man.
His ego.
He was on rubber legs, though.
But but he got up, so that showed you that he still had the wherewithal to be able to jump up.
Yeah, but he's still on rubber legs, though. Man.
But when you get cracked and your pride tell you to jump up, but a fighter that's more seasoned is going to understand. Okay, I'm hurt. Let me take the 8 count.
Time a little bit.
Let me take my time. Get up. Take the 8 count. Yeah. But instead, it's that ego. It's like, oh, I'm dropped. Fuck that. I'm about to get up and show you I ain't hurt. And then you still ain't.
I don't know. He might have got hit so hard that he bounced up. He bounced off the canvas back onto his feet, man.
I believe this in my heart. This is real shit. Go back and watch it. Go back and watch that fight. I think had he been a more composed fighter and had his ego in check, where it's like, okay, I'm hurt. I got dropped. Let me take this 8 count. Get up, compose myself, survive the round. And then come back and then finish the fight. Yeah. But Zab is that Brooklyn. I'm gonna jump up. You hurt. That first instinct is to jump up and show you I ain't hurt. But it's like, whoa, you still dizzy, bro. Like, slow down. You still dizzy. Like,
you know what?
hold yourself.
I honestly think he was hit so hard that he didn't even know where he was at, man. For real, man. Oh my goodness, man.
Hey, a lot of fighters been hit. Look at Wilder. Shit,
You know
Wilder got cracked. I don't know how he lasted as long as he did in that fight.
Yeah. You know, I was on him because I was mad at his conditioning and everything, man. I was mad at him, and you know, but at the end of the day, he showed heart. He did show heart to even be in the fight. You know, because they both took shots, and I'm gonna say it, man. I'm gonna go ahead and say it once again. That was a long 10 count that Tyson Fury got, man. I don't care what nobody said. That was a long 10 count once again, man. But you know, it is what it is.
Man, we got to stop this, man. I see this all the time, and I know the black delegation is taking it tough, bro. But it is what it is.
Hey, man, he got cracked. I mean, it's like a 10 count is a 10 count, not a 17 count. So, you know what I'm saying?
You said
10 count is a 10 count. You know what I'm saying?
When we say that, we're saying that we hope that Wilder would have won. We wish that Wilder would have won. The better at the end of the day, the better fighter won.
Yeah, the better boxer.
If you're really banking on a slow count, then he should have been able to overcome that and do it again.
Yeah, once again,
or get him out of there.
Yeah,
in 3 fights he wasn't able to do that, and at the end result is the better man won.
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
Yeah, you gotta honestly, regardless of all the controversy, you got to put him away. If you don't put him away, then you know, there's nothing else to talk about.
But check this out. It's like God puts things in a certain way where there's no perfect fighter, just like there's no perfect basketball player. Like everybody got a flaw. Shaq couldn't make free throws, or vice versa, or whatever. Right. And the boxing world is lucky that Deontay Wilder didn't start boxing early and he wasn't taught those skills, because with that power, had he had great footwork and good defense, man, could be the greatest of all time.
Yeah.
Because and I say that to say this, that he maximized his potential in a way that very rare people can do that.
Right.
That's a testament to hard work and his willpower and sheer dedication to, you know, pull himself out of his circumstances and get to where he got. So shout out to Deontay Wilder, man.
Yeah, I'm gonna give it up to him.
Shout out, boy.
Yeah, I give it up to him, man.
You got to give it up.
It took heart.
He went out on his shield the way he wanted to go the last fight.
Right.
And he did it his way.
Yeah.
You know, he's a warrior.
Yeah, I just hope he didn't. I just hope he didn't sustain long-term damage. But I know he's taking on a new fight too. He's going.
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah,
I saw his statement.
Yeah, so
yeah,
he's coming back. But back to this Gervonta Davis, Cruz though, man. Now we got to call it. Who you got? Who you got?
Man, you ain't even got to ask me that. You know it's Tank all day.
Yeah, Tank all day.
You know it's Tank all day.
Does he stops him?
Oh, stop! Yeah. Oh, yeah. It's for sure getting stopped. It's for sure getting stopped. I want to say 7, 8.
You getting 7, 8 rounds?
7, 8. Yeah.
You know what? The way Isak comes forward and walks everybody down, I'm gonna call it. I'm gonna say, I'm gonna take the 5th. I'm gonna take the 5th round, man. You know what I'm saying? I think he's gonna put him down in the 5th round, man. Gervonta Davis, man, the most dangerous lightweight boxer that these boxers are trying to act like they want to call out.
Could Deontay be the smaller version of Mike Tyson, though?
I think so, man. No,
could we possibly see that? Like,
no. You know what? Because he's more skilled than Mike Tyson to me.
Ooh,
he's more skilled than Mike Tyson.
No.
Mike Tyson had.
That's a hot take.
He had more. He's more skilled than Mike Tyson to me.
Early Mike.
Yeah, man. Early Mike. Yeah. To me, Gervonta.
You crazy.
His ring IQ,
Mike head work and footwork, man. That way Mike pivot.
Mike. Yeah, peekaboo style Mike. Early custom model Mike, man. I don't think he's Gervonta Davis, man. I don't. I think Gervonta Davis has more of a skill set than him.
Yeah, Gervonta might be a better boxer. I give you credit for that. He might be a better boxer.
Yeah, but he comes with the power though.
Right. Mike might be a better athlete. Well, I don't know.
Yeah.
I mean, Mike is speed, power.
Yeah, but
Gervonta, I think he might be a better boxer as far as his ability to kind of be patient and find it. And we saw that in the last fight with Gervonta.
Yeah.
He was patient, and you know what I'm saying, he let the knockout come to him. He didn't chase it.
Yeah.
Yeah. I really fucks with Gervonta, man. I really do.
Yeah. Gervonta is Tank Davis.
I like the little homie. And And I see little homie maturity. You know what I'm saying? Like from afar, I think he's in the right headspace now. You know what I'm saying? Where he's settled in. He knows his talent, and he's it seems like he got all the other stuff squared away around him in his personal life, and he's focused on his craft. And yeah, he a dangerous young dude.
Yeah, I tell you what, man. Floyd, he picked the winner in this one, man. He picked the winner.
Let's talk about Floyd, man. Floyd has given so much back to these young black fighters. It doesn't get talked about enough, but you see Floyd out there training with these guys, giving these guys gyms, like Devin Haney, Tank.
Yeah.
We see Floyd around, and I love seeing that.
Yeah.
I love seeing it.
Yeah, Floyd definitely is giving back to the sport, man.
Oh, for sure.
And he's making it exciting, man. He's helping the excitement along, man, with like boxers like Tank Davis, man.
Early on, I thought Floyd was doing a little too much talking for Gervonta, but now I understand it because I see the growth of Gervonta now, and I see how he's growing, and now he's out on his own, kind of speaking for himself and holding his own. But early on, remember, if you watch all the early interviews and stuff like that, Floyd would jump in like, no, he would take over the interview and do all that.
Yeah.
But I think now, in retrospect, I think that was great by Floyd, and that was Floyd's maturity, knowing the boxing game,
and guiding him,
letting him understand that all these cameras on you and stuff like that is tough to deal with, and know how to navigate through that world with all the stuff going on. And now you see the growth of Gervonta has just benefited from that. So yeah, shout out to the GOAT, man, Floyd.
Oh, definitely, man, definitely the GOAT, man. But before we end this, we got to talk about, because see, Cruz was a fill-in, man. Cruz was
another one.
He said Cruz was a fill-in for Rolando Romero.
That's right. You're right. Yeah. Yeah.
Like Rolly Romero, and it was a trip how that I already had that fight over fast anyway. That dude's unorthodox. He got power. Rolly got power. I'll give him that. But man, Tank was gonna walk through him, man.
Let me ask you this though. What's the long-term projection for Tank? What's your opinion on his long-term projection?
Hall of Fame, man. Household name.
I mean, in perspective as far as moving up divisions, where do you see him ending his career as far as division-wise and matchup-wise?
I see him ended up fighting and going up 150.
150?
Yeah.
Think he go up that far?
Yeah. I see it in his later on in his career, man.
This is the interesting test that I want to see where Gervonta progresses to, because I want to see him against longer, rangier fighters. And when you move up in weight classes, that's going to be the real true testament to your greatness.
Yeah.
The real true testament is the guys that moved up through division, and were able to be great. We were able to see Floyd make that transition from getting guys out of there to, having hurt hands and moving up to fighting heavier guys and still being able to navigate through that and shine and come out, undefeated. I'm interested to see where Gervonta goes, because he's kind of a short guy.
Right.
He got a lot of power, but I want to see how he performs when he moves up in weight and he's fighting, better boxers, not guys that are just wanting to come to you and bang with you. So
yeah, I can dig it, man. I think he's gonna be all right because he's a boxer. His skill set is phenomenal. I think he's gonna be all right. So
yeah, I think he's gonna be all right too.
Yeah. So with that being said, like I said, I got Gervonta Davis, who's 25-0, 24 knockouts. I got him having 26 knockouts. I think it's going to occur like in the 5th or 6th round, man.
In devastating fashion, like always.
Like always, man.
Like, bang, you out of there.
Hey, man. It's good having you on the show. You know, you're going to be a good addition. You know, appreciate you coming and giving me your input. Like I said, I know you like the fight game like I do. And, yeah, man.
Sir.
You
love
know,
the fight game. Appreciate you having me, fam. You know,
yeah.
It's all love. Anytime you need me, I'm on. Let's get it.
That's what it is, D. So with that being said, I'm going to shout out to my partner, Big OC. He out there taking care of corporate business behind the scenes right now. And we're going to be right back with you on another episode. You know, tune in soon. Thanks for checking us out, though, man. We're going to say peace. And everybody tune in to the fights this weekend, man. If you're a boxing fan, this is the time right here. This is a great weekend, man.
Yeah, we got to get back up to revisit after the fights is over and do a recap and do it again for sure.
Yeah, see how accurate my picks were.
Yeah, you know what time it is.
Yeah, with that said, man, we out, man. Till next time.
Salute.
Gone.
Gone.